Let's talk about my TBR for April and all my hopes and plans for this month of reading. Already posted the video, but for all of April, I'm reading 3 books a week. And on top of that, something I want to do this month is journal all of my reading thoughts, my ratings, my plans, literally everything. Every time I finish a book, it gets a page. Every time I finish a series, it gets a page. Every time a week is over, it gets a recap page. Like, I just want to do so much writing about my reading so that I'm really contextualizing and remembering everything I read in my books. Also, the notebook is just so cute. I got her from Barnes & Noble. She's pink, she's funsy. I feel like it's perfect for April as we're heading into the warmer months. Something I did in March is that I really wanted myself to read as many days out of the month as possible, and I'm not going to hold myself to the same standard. However, I do want to continue to read most days because I found that when I was reading for consecutive days, like, I would be so invested in my books and I just wouldn't want to put them down. Another thing that I am carrying on for March is reading a lot of diverse books from different genres. This month, I want to read a fantasy, I want to read some romance, a literary fiction, manga, and then I want to get through a whole series. So those are the 5 reading genre kind of goals I have for this month. Now we can get into the list. All of these things are like subject to change. I cannot promise that I'll read all of them. In March, I had a lot of books and I didn't read a lot of them because I did go to the library. I got 7 books and I read all 7. So that kind of derailed my plans, which is why I have less books on my physical TBR for this month. And I'm gonna call them hopefuls because I'm not demanding myself to read them. I'm just kind of crossing my fingers that I do eventually get to them. From the video in which I talked about reading 3 books a week, I decided that this first week I will be reading the Prison Healers trilogy. I have had my eyes on this book for so long and I'm just so happy that I'm finally getting to it. As I said, I want to read a series this month and that will fulfill that goal. Manga I'm currently reading is Jujutsu Kaisen. JJK is just one of my favorites. I'm excited to continue on to volume 3 and 4. I'm thinking of possibly starting season 3 because I cannot resist any longer. My literary fiction is something I just picked up at Barnes & Noble and it's The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. I have heard such gut-wrenching but amazing things about this book. I think it might be a little bit of a tough read, but I want to take my time with it. I want to tab it. And as I said, I'm going to be writing a review in my notebook and obviously I'll talk about it with you guys whenever I do complete it. For my romance pick, I'm happy to be starting it, but I'm also a little nervous because I've heard really good and bad things about it. And it's Anna Huang's Twisted Love and Twisted Games. I will say I'm open-minded, so I'm hoping to really enjoy my time with these 2. This book I wanted to read in March and I just did not get to it. It is Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. First off, this edition is just so beautiful. I will never shut up about it. I'm someone who kind of hops into my book blind, and this is no exception. I really have no clue what it's about, but it is a standalone. So sometimes standalones are my favorite. I'm excited to read more from Rebecca Ross because I love Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vow. That is it for today's video. I don't know how much of these I will be reading by the end of this month, but I'm hoping that making this video and having you guys will hold me accountable. So happy reading to everyone, and I hope that this April is a really amazing reading month.